Hi, I'm Linda Mihara, and I do a column for the Nichi Bei News called Origami Now. And in this episode, I'm going to show you a really cool dollar bill model, and it's the dollar bill shirt. This is great to do when you're at a restaurant, leave as partial tip, and all you need is a single dollar. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting with an enlargement so that you can see the folds. I think it's going to be easier for you to follow along when you see this larger bill. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half. Now you'll see that my copy does not have the back side printed, but that's okay. We just want to have a fold that goes right through the middle lengthwise like this, and unfold. And then now, let's turn it over to the other side, and we're going to bring these edges to meet that center crease line that we've created. So just going to bring it up to that fold, right like this. You can rotate it if you want, and then bring the other edge up to meet that, like this. And when you fold dollars, you do need to give it a good strong crease. Use your fingernail, or if you had a restaurant, grab a spoon, and you could use a spoon to kind of give it a nice strong crease on the end there. So now that we folded the edges to the center like this, let's turn it over to the other side, and let's go ahead and rotate it so that we're looking at one of the short ends. You see this border here? We're just going to fold it down a little bit. This is going to create the collar of the shirt. So we're going to fold that down. And some bills have a wider border and some is more narrow. This one happens to be very narrow, so you do get a little bit of the other color here, but that's fine. It'll look just fine as the collar. So now that you have that, let's turn it over to the other side. So let's flip it over. So now we're looking at the seam here. And what we want to do is on the same end that we folded the collar, we're going to take this point and bring it to meet the center, but we're going to make a long triangle. It's going to come down at an angle. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll do one side so you can see what we're doing here. So this is what you want. You want it to kind of extend down like this, but you want the corner of the collar to meet the center right here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side to match that. This is going to complete the collar, which is pretty cool. So this is what it should look like. So two long darts, and you've got the collar that's up there on the top. So now let's take the bottom edge here, and we want to break this up into thirds. And it's the thirds from the bottom of the collar. And this is approximate, so I'm going to just kind of bring it up right about here. That to me looks like a little bit about the third. And then you're just going to roll it up again. And then this should meet just cover the bottom part of the collar, because this is going to tuck underneath when we're done. So this is what you should have, and you've got George looking either way depending on which side you started with. Give it a good strong crease, and then we want to unfold this like this. So this bottom crease here is going to be important. This is what we're going to work with now. What we want to do is change the direction of this crease by pinching it, and this is what it's going to look like. So you already have the crease done, and you just kind of pinch it like this, and you keep pinching it. And what you want to do, this is going to create the sleeve, so it's got to come out from the body of the shirt. And by doing this, you're going to pinch it as you bring the bottom of the shirt forward. So this comes out, and then you flatten this, and so then now you have the shirt there. So you have to pull it out. Let's do that for the other side. So let's open this up. We want to reach inside. We want to reverse the direction by pinching it. That's going to create that sleeve there. And you kind of keep pulling it out, and then you close this up just like that. So now you've got your sleeve, your two sleeves. And then just go ahead and give it a nice flatness by just running your finger around the whole edge and making sure that everything's nice and flat like this. So now there's just only one more step, and that's to take the bottom edge here and tuck it under the collar. So let's go ahead and refold it and slip it under the edge of the collar, just like that. And then flatten it. You might have to recrease this bottom here if you're off by a little bit, and that's fine. And that is your simple dollar bill shirt. Enjoy. For more great videos, check out our YouTube channel, Paper Tree SF, as well as the Nichi Bei Foundation YouTube channel for other great videos. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy folding.